2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick in the 2012 draft in his 5th year now from Stanford. It's Andrew Luck.
And 2015 is a year that Andrew Luck is likely wanting to forget. Didn't get to play in nearly the number of games he normally would. A good number of injuries along the way. And he's ready to roll in 2016.
On first down, it's Luck. And his first pass is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. So 2nd and 10 here. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
2nd down following the incompletion. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Paul Soliai in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Luck. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's second down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Not my confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
10 yards still left on second down. Rodgers will try again on second down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He's got it to West on the dump ball. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Luck now on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Houston. Alshon Jeffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know, from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Now the first two series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. That is driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky. Preach. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. 23 yards on the play.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Back to throw, Luck. And that is incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. We'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. Just how tough it is, especially the one. I'm glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now it's Rodgers. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The second-year man, Vic Beasley, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Rodgers going to throw. And a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Charles the low set back. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Vikings right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Texans, on the other hand, want to quiet this crowd and turn things around. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Vikings take it early in the second. The former Cal product, Aaron Rodgers, scrambling away and completing the pass. And he finds his mark for the score. Vikings with the early advantage. Vikings have it early in the second. Rodgers is going to complete the pass, and he'll make it right to midfield and then duck out of bounds. An interception will get the defense off the field.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So the offense has it first and 10. On first and 10, here's Rodgers surveying the field. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Here's Rodgers. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Charles the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marquise Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Throwing on third down, Luck. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Luck. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 there, and the Texans are going to have a first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, here's Luck. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jeffrey had the franchise tag placed on him in 2016. He's showing why here in this one.
And just think, a number of people thought that he would be a number 2 receiver his entire time in the NFL. That's not even close to true. He's a number 1. You've got to get the ball to him often, as they're doing in this one. And that usually leads to great success, as we're seeing in this game.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after After this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Luck on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Roddy White, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle to Smith. Still on his feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw last week a scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan, sitting with him during the week, watching tape as they formulate it. You know, the best ones, they listen to their guy and say, okay, what do you like this week? You like this play? You don't like that play? And that helps them formulate what they're going to do.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. It's brought in by Bolden. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this would probably get away from them.
And he's brought down after a good game. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come out here in the eye. On second down, Jamal Charles. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's caught at the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Rhett Ellison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the
touchdown, Houston. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll look to throw. Finding time. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. And his throw here is is incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Back to throw. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fours.
Wow, wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And that will make this a 4-point game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Rodgers. And caught left side, Olsen. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Rodgers. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. One last throw here for Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.